Greetings. Today is Sunday, August 17, and there's my longer tutorial on trading stock options. What are they? Why I decided to do this? What are the benefits? What are its negatives? Stock options are here to make money. That is the point. So, what other ways can you make money? You can make money by having a job that you go or you do provide service. You're exchanging your time. It could be something that you make. You can make pizzas. It could be your time answering phones. It could be your time writing software. These all have value. So in exchange, you get a paycheck. That's one way to make money. And then when you have that money, you'll have expenses and you can invest. You can do more things with it. If you do have money, you want to make more money. It's fun to make more money. So what are some ways? You could turn that money, put it in your mattress, let it sit there. It's safe, but it'll be a bad idea because inflation would erode the value of the dollars that's in your mattress. So you do the next thing. The next thing you could do with your money is maybe buy assets like gold. If you can buy gold or broker, or maybe buy real gold and put it again in your mattress. You could buy some art or some baseball cards that have value and hold them. Then the next thing, those have pros and cons. Then after that, you might want to have assets that go up, but also have some type of return. So maybe you might take some of the money and put a down payment on a house and become a landlord, rent out the house to tenants. They'll pay out the price of the mortgage, maybe some extra, and the price of the value of the house will go up. And after many years, you could sell the house and make a good return because you had to put in pretty little. You could take that money and maybe open up a pizza shop. You might have to have quite a bit of money for capital, maybe take out a loan. So to start a business, you'll have to have all types of equipment and rental and leases and hire some employees and get the goods. And then finally, after all that many steps, you sell your first pizza, which is, so it's good as something of value. You might know super awesome people who run startups and become a partner or have a shareholder. I personally do not know anybody who is of that caliber. I might be in the wrong city or state or know the wrong people. I don't know anybody who has a startup. That would be cool if I did. And even those startups, I heard the statistic that 9 out of 10 fail, but the one does make it. So what I do is I go to the stock market. Stock market is a centralized place with public companies trade and sell various rapidly in either physically at a location, maybe in some buildings in New York City, or in a thin air space online through servers trading back and forth information, and a lot of people can have access to that market. So I decided to choose the stock market. Stock market has some intricacies too. You can start basic. I'll show you here on the option chain. You could let's pick United Health. Okay, so United Health is a company that specializes in health insurance. I could outright buy, I could buy a stock and hope that it goes up. And if it goes up, that's great. I will have to wait on it. If I sell, then I do get some cash, but then the transaction is done. I'll have to look forward to the next stock or the company to buy and hope that it goes up. You could also do stocks that offer dividends. This is a Walmart is a good one. It's dividends are where the company actually pays you, the shareholder, for investing in them. Primarily, typically, in a stereotypical way, a lot of these dividend stocks are more value. They've been around longer. They might have topped out all of the innovation skills, and instead of having growth, they like an acceleration go up. They just kind of grow forward sideways. But to make up for that, they'll pay the shareholders for investing in them. Okay, so then that is a good way. And then we can get into, there's things called bonds, which are governmental loans that you buy from them. You essentially, let me think, buy the loan. They'll pay you back in terms of these payments. And there's other things called, options, or excuse me, not options, but foreign currency futures. You can get into the rabbit hole of many types of derivative tools to invest in the stock market. Okay, so then now there's options. What are options? Options, you can see right here, even Walmart has them. Options are a one type remove away from the underlying asset. It could be either the single ticker symbol, it could be an ETF. An ETF is a basket of stocks. It's once removed. Okay, so it has value, but it's a little bit different. It's not exactly the stock, but now it's partially the stock and then partially all of this, which is this time value of the stock. And how I like to phrase it is the insurance of how long the stock lasts and if it's going to go up or down, if you want to buy it, if you want to sell it, if you think it's going to go up or if you think it's going to go down. Okay, so all of these little numbers to the left and to the right have value. And it's these value that I make money from. The value of whatever the stock ticker is, the duration, when this duration stops, and if I want to think it's going to be risky or not risky. So I've walked you through this journey on making money. This is particularly in the realm of making money. It's not about health or family or spirituality. I'm talking about specifically making money. Those things are the most important things, but I'm talking about making money and all the levels a person can make money. All of them have pros and cons. They're very noble. They're good. And I led you the journey of what led me to options. Options deals in an extremely large, multi-trillions dollar market that exists every day or rapid speed. People are pouring money into it rapidly, whether it's, the United States of America, whether it's a global. So that's one positive, that there's so much money in there that you don't need to do a lot to gain just a bit of gain from the stock market. For instance, if you ran a pizza shop, your job is to capture a lot of people in your geographical area. Hopefully they're returning customers, maybe they live close by, but all in all, that's the top of your transaction. The stock market is so vast, which leads to the second point. It has immense amount of technology, coding that allows everyday people from the high end to very elite traders like the Warren Buffetts, the Goldman Sachs, to us everyday Joe Schmo and Jane Doe, log into an account and have access with very simple prompts and apps that you can use, anybody can use, to participate in this huge growing market. So the coding and technology should be taken advantage of. We live in a day and age where there's innovation. People can book fancy trips of for the couple of with a couple of apps. We can get a car with Uber. We can order groceries. It's so amazing. You really think of it another way where take advantage of technology and coding, and you can take advantage of investing in a huge marketplace that's open all the time. And then top it all forward, the coding is so efficient that there's an immediate buyer and a seller. It's almost permissionless. And going back to the other various forms that I told you, having a pizza shop, being a dentist, what do these people have to do immediately after they spend years operating or building their pizza shop or years having a degree in dentistry? They have to ask permission to perform the service to get paid. It can be in terms of marketing, referrals, reaching out to old clients, all of those things. You are permission-based seeking. The stock market is so vast. With coding, it's so easily accessible. With coding, there there's no need to find a buyer and a seller because it's so efficient with the addition of market makers that batches large amounts of volumes of buyers of transactions. Okay, so I've walked you through this long journey of why stock, particularly stock options, in the realm of making money, many benefits. You do have to learn the extra step of what options are. They are derivative. They are once removed from the underlying stock, has a time value. Time is very precious. There's it erodes to zero. You're going to capture that time premium. And that is the journey on what stock options are. I'll see you on tomorrow's trade. Have a good night.